Maryland. This is TSN Advanced Statistics. So we've done our number crunching. We have statistics on everybody on the team. I got my calculator here. Dr. Lindy's an engineer. And well, no, we're stats guys. We're not Don Cherry. So we've got stats for everybody on this team, and we've done a lot of number crunching. So first of all, Dave Stewart led the team in the category MG with 22. So Dave Stewart led the team with MG.
Is that the number of icings he made per game?
No, it's not the toxicity of his pre-game gas on a scale of 1 to 25.
So what is it?
He led the team with 22 missed games due to shoulder injury. Jared Lim led the team with an SSH measure of 101 minus 6. So Jared Lim led the team SSH 101 minus 6. Dash 6, excuse me.
So that must be the post-game gas toxicity level.
No. This is a slap shot speed minus height measure. 101 miles an hour, 6 feet high. That's a slap shot. Okay. Over the net most of the time, nearing the forward's head. Very dangerous for those guys in standing in front of the net. In fact, he's the league leader, not just the team leader, in the hardest, highest slap shot. Oh, sorry, excuse me. He had a big stick, big shot, big appetite. His father lived up these lines. Big shot, big stick, big appetite. Played 2 months of hockey without pants. Why?
He did wear a girdle, but he had no shell. And this is what he told me. If it ain't XXX large, then he's going commando.
Then we have Willem van Valkenburg. He won the Fart Ross Trophy for the most points on the team, 26 points.
I asked Willem, what about the back checking? And he replied, he always does it when he changes lanes.
So I'd like to announce that Cam led the team in GP.
Games played?
No, goals per pound of body weight. So Cam had the best goals per pound of body weight for his size. He also...
He won Rookie of the Year with 22 points this year.
He also had the most penalties on the team. He had more than double than the next highest penalized penalty player. That's true. We're going to say Jim Schuback.
So when someone gets, the most penalties on a team, people tend to categorize this person depending on who they are. So if you ask somebody on another team about Cam, they'd probably say he's the dirtiest player on the team. If you had somebody on our team, he would say maybe he's a gritty player. Of course, if you ask his mother, he'd probably say, well, he's unfairly judged, and he's probably the hero on the team. But the best response I've heard was from a millennial, and their response was, whenever they get judged for something, the response is they're victims of bad parenting.
Now, who did he beat out for Rookie of the Year? He had one competitor, his father. So he won Rookie of the Year, but the competition was his father. Warren, he led the team in SWFS.
What's that?
The sweater number divided by forward speed. It's an advanced measure of skill. Now, Nick was... Oh, sorry. Your turn.
So Nick was a leader in LWINC.
What's that?
The least words in the change room.
Least words in the change room. Now that reminds me of a Bible verse. Even a fool who keeps silent is considered wise. Right? That's what we used to tell our kids. A lot of unwise people talking too much in the dressing room. But?
Nick wins the Lady Bing not because of his 19 points with no penalties, but because he faithfully brings out his relatives to watch him. And by offering to buy Alaskan king crab for tonight's barbecue. Way to go, Nick.
Good work. Now, Randy Van led the team in NOGWA, N-O-G-W-A. Does anyone know what NOGWA is? It's an advanced stat means called number of games wife attended. So everybody else was 0, Randy was 1. So he led the team in NOGWA, as far as I know.
Did she come to one?
That's what Steve thinks.
I think it was 1.
Okay, maybe Dave got NOG1 and NOGWA as well, so I'm not sure about that.
What the funny thing was when I watched Elaine, she was there, And Randy has just scored the game-winning goal, and it was in the last minute. And I took a look and see what Elaine was doing, and she was immersed in conversation with somebody else.
She wasn't. Ouch. Now, Priddle and Barstead were tied. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Excuse me.
Priddle and Barstead were tied for the team in the SBTFH category with 3.
3. Now, Dave Stewart had 2, and Warren Fishwick had 2, but Dave and I were the tied with 3. So what does that actually mean?
It's sons better than their father at hockey.
So 3. So we were 3. We were tied for 3. Okay. Dave was also tops in the team with a score of 104.
Are you talking about his IQ?
No, not his IQ. Referee complaining index. So he led the team in whining about the refereeing. 104, yeah. We also know that Justin was the team leader in MES.
What is MES?
Most expensive stick. He has these $385 sticks. His dad buys them for him. The most expensive stick. Yep. Also, Justin Barstead had 4 penalty minutes. That's the most penalty minutes that Barstead has ever had in a hockey season ever. Okay. Good, yeah. So, okay. He also led the team in MGMPHPHOT. That's called most games missed because he refers to his other team. Right? So often he'd have to pick his other team over us. That was tough. But, okay. He also wins most reliable player.
Yeah, when we mean reliable, we can rely on the fact that Justin will be on the ice 15 minutes after the game has started. We can also rely on the fact that he best exemplifies what the world can expect from millennials.
Okay. So, Steve, you led the team in something. You led the team in something. Go ahead. No, sorry, go ahead.
In LPGD.
What's that?
The longest post-game devotional.
How many minutes?
In 17 minutes.
17 minutes. I think I led the team in post-game snacks. I brought snacks once, so it's not bad, right?
Didn't feed them to us.
Now this one. We lost, so we didn't get any snack. We lost, so we didn't get the snack. Now, here's one not in the script. Steve doesn't know this one in the script, but Steve led the team with 0. He was the only guy who didn't score last year. I just checked the stats. I was a bit surprised. No, I think Dave he's on the stats. Dave got one as far as I can tell.
No, I didn't score. I was the only one.
Dave Barster had 1 goal. Steve Lim, 0 goals this year. I'm not sure what happened.
I don't think he got one.
Yeah.
No, I didn't get one.
Might be a statistical error, but the score sheet says no goals. So we found that Michelle was not here. DeVoe had the most efficient AMA PhD rating.
What is that?
I'm not sure. We better look it up. No, it's minutes arriving before puck drop. Average 6.4. So Michelle would pull in on average 6.4 minutes before the puck drop.
Was he ready?
And he usually got ready in time, yeah. Ethan Stewart was also leader in another important statistical category.
What is that?
LYPOH, least years playing hockey. So Ethan actually started hockey late, the young guy started hockey late in life. Okay, so he didn't start young. He's transferred from football, but he did quite well in hockey.
Michelle also led the team in another category.
So everyone on the team got 0, Michelle got 1. It's called?
The ponytail?
No, not ponytail. He scored a goal on his own net. So Michelle scored 1 goal on his own net. Okay, he led the team. Next one's a different one.
Everybody on the team had an ONI of less than 50%.
That's terrible.
What is that? What's ON?
It's the chance of scoring with an empty net and a stick on the puck. So nobody has more than a 50% rating for that empty net stick on the puck. Did you find anything about my son Joel when you dug into the data, Steve? He only played 4 games due to injury.
Yeah, Joel had a whopping 14 points in 4 games, so he was incredible. So this points to one thing. He's a hog.
So Jordan had 3 points per game, Michael Galvin had 2.5, Joel had 3.5, but he's a hog. Okay.
And let's not forget about Sam.
Sam, our goalie, he led the team with the best goals against average. Well, the only goals against average, 3.92 according to the website.
He wins for the Vezina for best goalie, And he's the only goalie that formally apologizes to the team after each goal and each loss. And we ended the season in second place with a record of 12 wins, 4 losses, and 2 ties. So, big part of it was Sam. Oh, yeah. Forgot about Ethan. Ethan Stewart was leading the way with a stat of 1.5, far and away the best on the team for PAG.
PAG, is that the points average a game?
So that's the average parents at a game. Everybody else was 0.
So he had an average of 1.5 parents at the game. So he led the team in that. Way to go, Mom and Dad.
He's also the best role player. He can be counted on when things get tough and when the team needs some sarcasm. And way to go to his mom and dad who attended pretty much every game he was there.
This one's not in the script. Steve Lim, 1967.
What's that?
Well, you could think it was the last year the Leafs won the cup, right? That's what Steve's thinking about. It could be Steve peaked in his hockey career when he was 19, but now he plays like a 67-year-old.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So, now, D. Barstead won another category. BEOSPH.
What's that?
Yeah, Donna Lee Barstead, best end-of-season party hostess. And the last stat is everyone on the team 31.33. It's the team refund this year. We have a refund 31.33 per person, so you can roll that into next year. And so it's also a retirement party for Justin and Jared, who may be out of town. We're hoping Jordan will rejoin the team, and hopefully Joel can play full time next year. And who else do we have? I think there's Dave Stewart. We got. That's right, Dave Stewart. We got. So thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for putting up with that. The stats, the event.